ajattelin tässä pelalla VP225 Showcaseen. Solo Sikoa vastaan Carmelo Hayes, NXT 2.0, September 13, 2022. Press Kalenge leds to an unexpected answer, and now you will look to end the North American Championship reign of Carmelo Hayes. Solo Sikoa. Lähdetään peloon.
Very moment he arrived as the enforcer of the Bloodline, Solo Sikoa has taken every brutal, savage element of his predecessors and refined them into a near-perfect smashing machine. Even in the year before his arrival, Solo raised eyebrows and garnered buzz while competing in NXT. But nobody could have predicted just how smoothly his transition to the main roster would go. And before I go on any further, let me make one thing perfectly clear. I'm only saying what I'm saying about Solo Sikoa because I am a wise man. I'm a professional. And because I'm being handsomely compensated for my stellar work as your host of the WWE 2K25 Showcase. I haven't forgotten what Solo Sikoa and his rogue bloodline did to me. But I also know better than to let personal feelings hinder your professional endeavors. So with that being said, since his arrival at Clash at the Castle in 2022, Solo Sikoa has consistently been involved in WWE's biggest moments and biggest matches. He's been victorious in War Games. He's repeatedly enforced the Bloodline's will to maintain Roman Reigns' status as undisputed WWE Universal Heavyweight Champion.
I brought Solo in as an insurance policy. Solo was here to protect me. Solo was here to maintain the Promised Land. He's violent. He's strong, he's fast, he's all those things. And he betrayed me. Any man who would betray me must be a very dangerous man.
Solo defeated John Cena. Solo elected to betray your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, in an attempt to bestow upon himself the title of tribal chief. When I refused to acknowledge Solo as my tribal chief, you are not my tribal. He, Tamatonga, Tongaloa, and Jacob Fatu put me through a table in Madison Square Garden. And that led to opportunities to compete for the undisputed WWE Heavyweight Championship. It's led to more visibility with Solo's rogue bloodline ruling over SmackDown. Every choice Solo made only furthered his standing in WWE. He has the bloodlust of the wild Samoans, the brutality of his cousin Yokozuna, and the single-minded focus of Roman Reigns, all rolled into one. There is no question the future is his for the taking, and that he will be champion many times over, and that he may set records of his own before it's all said and done. Few men have so quickly served notice to all of WWE in the manner that Solo Sikoa has done. Whether you want to acknowledge him or not is irrelevant. One way or another, Solo Sikoa forces you to do just that, or you will suffer severe consequences. One by one, each and every single superstar on the WWE roster is going to find that out. Solo will make sure of it. I, of course, will simply await any and every opportunity for your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, to teach Solo some manners. Until that happens, though, we are taking you back to the one-year anniversary special for NXT 2.0, which saw then North American champion Carmelo Hayes, and indeed, he is him, issue an open challenge. Unfortunately for the future superstar, it was to be answered by Solo Sikoa, and things went as well for Hayes as you can probably guess. Showcase the unrelenting fury that has made Solo Sikoa nearly unstoppable and defeat Carmelo Hayes to earn Solo his first championship victory. It won't be easy against Carmelo, especially when he has Trick Williams watching his back. And if you make one mistake against the champ, he'll take his shot and most likely hit nothing but net.
Here comes the A-Champ.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the NXT North American Championship. Accompanied by Trick Williams, he is the NXT North American Champion, Carmelo Hayes.
Mello and Trick looking so pleased with themselves after attacking Wes Lee. NXT 2.0 celebrating its first anniversary, all thanks to amazing talent like this man. Hayes has a look right now. He probably thinks he's getting the night off and another day off his North American title reign. After what Mello and Trick just did to Wes Lee, who's going to have the guts to step up and take Lee's place? What? This place is shaking! We never thought we'd see Sikoa again.
His opponent from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 250 pounds, Solo Sikoa!
And Solo is dressed to fight, too. I really didn't think we'd see him again. We saw him at Clash at the Castle 10 days ago where he cost Drew McIntyre the WWE Universal Championship. As far as I'm personally concerned, Sikoa isn't welcome around here. Mello needs the night off. Well, Mello talked about wearing the biggest crown in the WWE, but it's Sikoa who sits at the biggest table in WWE. Well, he wasn't exactly invited to sit at this table now, was he? We said to expect the unexpected. Is this title match going to happen? Now, this is a surprise. Carmelo Hayes seemingly had no challenger for his North American title, but Solo Sikoa just showed up here and said, I got next.
Thank goodness, Mello had an opponent chosen by the NXT Universe as they voted for Wes Lee. But Mello and Trick brutally attacked Lee backstage. Now we're being spared a Mello-bration and getting a real match.
Uudestaan pitää saada tehty tuo tehtävä tosta. Tuossa oli toi 5 sekuntia aikaa tehdä tuo.
Now this is a surprise. Carmelo Hayes seemingly had no challenger for his North American title, but Solo Sikoa just showed up here and said, I got next.
Thank goodness, Mello had an opponent chosen by the NXT Universe as they voted for Wes Lee. But Mello and Trick brutally attacked Lee backstage. Now we're being spared a Mello-bration and getting a real
Se kun vähän
match. And I would have never
damaakin.
expected Sikoa to show up. He just joined the Bloodline
Ottaa
on
kaikki.
SmackDown, and now he's in the main event of NXT. Can the Bloodline get even more gold tonight?
Sapa kaikki auki
Did you see
sitten
Matt's
kerran.
reaction when Sikoa's music hit? Hayes looked like he saw a ghost.
Solo's been saying he got next for the North American Championship, but that was a long time ago. Melo thought Sikoa was in his rearview mirror.
These two men took part in a triple threat for the North American title back at Spring Break and 5 months ago. But they essentially canceled each other out that night, and neither man left with the title. Tonight, we're going to see who the better man is, and it will be the one who leaves with the title.
Gotta be a tough situation for Carmelo Hayes here. He's up against an opponent he could never have planned for.
Oh, there's a clear strategy, Cole. Solo Sikoa has an injury to his left knee. Solo had a brutal Falls Count Anywhere match last month here in NXT, and he just faced Drew McIntyre on SmackDown just a few days ago.
It's very unlikely that Solo's knee is 100% today. Melo needs to focus on further damaging that.
Early cover for the title. One count and he gets his shoulder up.
Looking for a speedy pinfall there.
Eats a punch to the face.
Se komboja pitää tehdä.
What reflexes to stop Sikoa?
Oi, saasille ja ensin tili. Carmelo Hayes.
Foot just stomping down.
Alheuma ylisti ihan maasta taivaan sitten Solo Sikoa.
He's slow to get up and unaware of the massive turn. Off the top.
All the way down on the floor.
Taking flight only to find nobody
Siinä
home at ringside. What a disastrous miscalculation.
Ja kaku kehässä on.
Carmelo now trying to capitalize. You gotta imagine that Roman Reigns, the Usos, even Paul Heyman are watching this match closely right now.
Absolutely.
Mielestäni Solo Sikoa ihan ok painia, mutta mä lähden sitä itse samalla tavalla ylistään, miten Helma äsken ylisti tätä.
And the undisputed tag team champions, the Usos, who've held those titles for 422
Äkkiä nyt kehää. Hei.
Record-breaking reigns in both singles and tag team competition. If Solo captures the
Yes.
North American title tonight, who knows how long he'll keep it for?
Utilizing the top rope to inflict more
Kyllä tää Solo
punishment.
Sikoa varmasti on yksi tulevaisuuden kovimpia BB-nimiä. Mä sitä sanon. Perkele, kun se tulee.
Trading counters here. Beautiful tope atomico. Nicely done.
Tykkää semmoisesta
Just like
painosta
that,
enemmän
we've kicked the
nimeltä
tempo
Jakub
up a
Blatt.
notch.
First
Oi.
By Carmelo.
Melo didn't miss there. Can he retain?
put in the corner now. Scoop slam sets things up. Heading back to the ring.
Vicious. Sikoa in command. And you gotta wonder if Melo is regretting his words, regretting his actions. The spin kick. Boot to the gut will stop anyone in their tracks.
And Sikoa sent toward the ropes, and Carmelo Hayes with a kick right to the midsection. Melo taking it to Sikoa here.
The power of Solo just a little too much for the A-Champ in this instance.
What a chop.
Trademark viciousness. Lack of mercy. That's what Solo Sikoa is all about.
Into the corner. Big splash by Sikoa. Melo in trouble. Sikoa. Trick Williams making sure Melo got out of harm's way. Well, at least momentarily.
Yeah, momentarily is right. Sikoa continuing to inflict more punishment on the champ.
And Hayes takes out Williams on the outside. Solo standing strong.
Solo not allowing the presence of Trick Williams to distract him whatsoever.
Solo has the mindset to destroy anyone in the way of him in the NXT North American.
From the top.
Oh, man, he landed
Oh.
rough there.
Oh, did you hear that?
Oh.
Trick Williams cheering on cover.
We're going to shut this down.
shoulder up before the count started.
Are you kidding me? Not even a 1 count.
Countering that offense.
Älä ikinä tule.
Sokoa.
You're not even spinning solo.
Sokoa. Hold on a second. He might be finding a submission hold here.
Mello is in trouble. He had it locked in. I didn't expect him to just
Pitää
let go.
torjua.
I don't know what he's thinking, but he needs to focus on the task at hand.
Noin.
Counter with the knee to the face.
Capitalizing on Sokoa's mistake. What a main event this has been for the 1-year anniversary of NXT 2.0.
And without this rebranding, Solo Sikoa may have never had the opportunity to show the world what he can do.
And if Solo didn't have this breakout year, maybe his cousin Roman Reigns wouldn't have trusted him enough to be part of the Bloodline.
What a way to celebrate a year of NXT 2.0 to the top.
After 1. Wow. That turns it around for Solo. Placing him in the corner.
Point of the elbow finds the mark.
You gotta be impressed
Tämä on kova
with
torjunta.
Sokoa and Carmelo Hayes. They've taken NXT 2.0 by storm.
Mitä helvettä, se varasti multa.
Going for the cover with a show of dominance, stealing that move.
Ei.
And the A-Champ stays the A-Champ.
Here is your winner, and still the NXT
Perkele.
American Champion, Carmelo Hayes!
What a title defense for Carmelo Hayes to cap off his banner year of NXT 2.0.
That's why he's the A-Champ, Cole. Even with a surprise opponent, Hayes was able to beat the biggest new weapon in the Bloodline. Throw every surprise you can at this guy, and he knocks him down. That's why Melo don't miss.
From the very moment he arrived as the enforcer of the
Skipatas toi.
As we say in WWE, expect the unexpected. We expected Wesley to be Carmelo Hayes' opponent here, but instead, we have the surprise return of Solo Sikoa as he's claimed his title opportunity.
Solo Sikoa, fresh off joining the Bloodline, is here. He has answered the call, and we indeed have an NXT North American title defense tonight.
Aika meni tosta ohi.
Now this is a surprise. Carmelo Hayes seemingly had no challenger for his North American title, but so as we say in WWE, expect the unexpected. We expected Wesley to be Carmelo Hayes' opponent here, but instead, we have the surprise return of Solo Sikoa as he's claimed his title opportunity.
Solo Sikoa, fresh off joining the Bloodline, is here. He has answered the call, and we indeed have an NXT North American title defense tonight for NXT 2.0's one-year celebration.
You got to imagine that Roman Reigns, the Usos, even Paul Heyman are watching this match closely right now.
Oh, absolutely, Cole. We're talking about the man who has held the WWE Undisputed Universal Championship for 7.
Taking a flight to nowhere.
Went for a high risk towards the
Mitä komboja
outside,
peli.
but it ended up being
Tässä torjunnan paljon.
Got to be a tough situation for Carmelo Hayes here. He's up against an opponent he could never have planned for.
Oh, but there's a clear strategy, Cole. Solo Sikoa has an injury to his left knee. Solo had a straightforward.
fast thinking saved him there.
That right there was a patented crash and burn.
The decision to go high risk produced no reward.
Back in the nick of time.
Hoisted up high here.
With the high right to the left knee.
Did you see Melo's reaction when Sikoa's music hit? Hayes looked like he's so focused.
triple threat for the North American title back at spring break and 5 months ago. But they essentially canceled each other out that night, and neither man left with the title. Tonight, we're going to see who the better man is, and it'll be the one who leaves with the title.
Uncorked a clothesline
Eli
to
yksi
deny
kombo
that
vielä.
maneuver.
Tää on valmis. Ei hemmetti se tori.
Solo picture.
Snap suplex.
He might be getting up, but it doesn't look like it will be for long.
Springboard! Clothesline! Arms for the second rope. Driving down.
Carmelo showing that he's not phased. Surprised or not, he's ready for Sikoa.
Oh, meet the backside of an elbow.
Strong words from Carmelo Hayes before this match saying, quote, heavy is the head that wears the crown, and Melo has the biggest crown and the heaviest head.
Melo has indeed proven worthy of said crown, but he's faced rearing way back. Samoan spike.
Samoan spike.
Could that
Nyt
be
pysyy
enough to
ainakin
gain the
stunnat.
title?
Tehdään runnin kata. Tää voisi kipata, mä katsoin tuon kerran.
Solo not allowing the presence of Trick Williams to distract him. What's
Blast off! Completely throwing self-preservation.
now possibly setting up for a submission maneuver? He just decides to hold.
Wonder what he's thinking here.
He'll take things into the ring. Great timing on that knee to the gut.
Noin.
Let me point out that this is brutally unfair to the A-Champ. He prepared for Wesley or a night up. Now he's not getting either. This is ridiculous. The advantage is clearly in the hands of Solo Sikoa, who's had something up his sleeve all night.
Well, you think Melo is regretting the attack on Wesley
Pinning Solo.
tonight?
Hayes regrets nothing. Don't you dare second-guess the A-Champ, Saxton.
High level of offense on display from Solo.
And the power of Sikoa proving too much for Hayes right now.
Just refusing to give up. Continues fighting.
Ne pitää laittaa se tonne corneriin. Tonne. Ja sitten
Getting him
isketä.
right into the corner.
Ui.
Big uppercut rocks the jaw of Carmelo Hayes. Ripped out of the corner.
Looking to put him away, and now
What?
Trick Williams up on the apron, causing a distraction.
Trick paying dividends. First 48.
And that could be the turning point for the North American champion.
Oh, Samoa drop by Sikoa, cover now for the win. Hayes kicks it too.
And Williams once again on the apron.
You can see how concerned Trick Williams is that Carmelo Hayes' championship hopes, might be fading away.
Super kick drops Williams. Hayes picked out of the sky.
Spinning Solo.
Is that it for Carmelo Hayes? Trick is out. Carmelo is dazed. Here's your chance, Solo. The title could be yours.
Ylös siitä. Valmistaudu samaan spaikki. Sitten siellä.
Moments away from crowning a new champ.
1, 2, 3.
Sikoa is the new champion.
Here is your winner, and new NXT North American Champion, Solo Sikoa!
Solo is your new champion. It is the North American title now going to SmackDown. This has to be the most unpredictable era in WWE history.
You know Sikoa was given his marching orders from the head of the table. Don't leave NXT without the gold. Well, mission accomplished for the newest member of the Bloodline.
As Melo would say, if you call your shot, you better make it. Solo took the shot, hit the shot, and now he's the new North American champion.
Solo Sikoa shows that no one is ever safe. Storming toast AS and adding more gold to the Bloodline legacy. Tässä onkin NXT 2.0 arena ja ole 3 attiret tästä kyseisestä NXT 2.0 ottelusta. Jos tuolla alhaalla ei muuten näy, niin että otetaan uusi matsi ja... Tai seuraava matsi. Niin, jos tästä syystä näy nyt tuolla.
I ain't doing this one. We can have all the fun we want with these video games and this showcase, and these fantasy matchups like Offensica versus Bubba Ray and Diva. But I'm not doing shtick about Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. That's a little too volatile. And it's way too personal for Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins came up together in the Shield. And Seth Rollins took it upon himself to disband the Shield by blindsiding Roman Reigns with a chair. At WrestleMania 31, Roman Reigns, in the main event of WrestleMania, was about to win the WWE title when Seth Rollins cashed in Money in the Bank and stole the main event, the match, and the title from Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns lost the undisputed championship after almost 4 years, the greatest title reign of all time, to Cody Rhodes. Not because Cody Rhodes was the better man, but because Seth Rollins was right there. And the seduction, the bloodlust that Roman Reigns had for that moment of revenge was too much for Roman Reigns to give up. And for the first time in Roman Reigns' life, he took his eye off the ball for that much time and smashed Seth Rollins with a chair, the same way Seth did a decade earlier to Roman. And that moment gave Cody Rhodes all he needed to end the most historic title reign in WWE history. I'm supposed to do shtick about Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins for a showcase? I mean, it's smart, because the next time Roman Reigns steps into the ring with Seth Rollins will be the last time Seth Rollins steps into a ring. Next time Roman Reigns gets his hands on Seth Rollins, you won't have your architect anymore. You won't have your visionary anymore. You won't have your revolutionary anymore. You will have your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, but you'll never again have Seth freaking Rollins. Roman Reigns will put an end to Seth Rollins in WWE. And then the only way you'll ever be able to see Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins will be in the WWE 2K25 showcase. Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins from the 2022 Royal Rumble. And that's not a prediction. That's a spoiler.
Wow, mikä esittelyheuma nyt.
The big question as we kick off Royal Rumble, will Roman survive tonight? Well, the man
in front of 44,000 plus, is the greatest champion of all time, transcending the business. And tonight, it's personal. For 17 months, Roman Reigns has dominated everyone. And luckily for Roman, he's had a special counsel and his cousins to help him keep cool, keep focused, and concentrate on the business at hand.
Now Paul Heyman is gone, and the Usos are barred from ringside. And without those calming forces, Corey, cracks started to form last night in Roman's armor.
No telling how Roman's going to handle things on his own. It's been years since he competed on his own. But that's the situation we're seeing right now for the Tribal Chief. In recent weeks, Seth Rollins touched on the one thing that Roman Reigns has not been able to get over: the dissolution of the Shield at the hands of Seth Rollins.
Roman Reigns is a loyal man, a family man, and what Seth Rollins did to his family was cowardly in the eyes of the head of the table, the Tribal Chief, the man who was blessed by the gods of sports entertainment.
SmackDown last night, we saw one thing that we haven't seen out of Roman Reigns. We saw Roman Reigns lose his cool.
nostalgia. You can't help but think back to the glory days of when the Shield would go to town, beating everybody down.
Until that man right there, Seth freaking Rollins, decided to tear it apart.
Seth Rollins says he knows Roman Reigns so well. He knows how to prey on the insecurities of the Universal Champion. He knew there was one thing that Reigns will never get over, and that is that Seth Rollins chose to end the Shield.
The infamous blow to the back of Roman Reigns with a steel chair many years ago, which broke up perhaps the greatest faction in WWE history. Well, tonight, Rollins will use that to get in the head of the champ and win the Universal title.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the Universal Championship. Introducing the challenger from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, Seth freaking Rollins. And his opponent from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, he is the Universal Champion, Roman Reigns.
And that title, the WWE Universal Championship, has been in Reigns' possession for a record-breaking 516 days. Can he extend the reign even further tonight? Bell rings and the WWE Universal title is on the line. Roman Reigns over 500 days as Universal Champion, but nobody has been in his head like his old brother-in-arms, Seth Rollins.
Well, Seth freaking Rollins tore that brotherhood apart 8 years ago, and we can now see that the Tribal Chief never truly recovered from that night.
Well, speaking of family, the Usos have been banned from ringside. And last month, Roman fired Heyman from the Bloodline. So right now, the head of the table needs to win without any allies by his side.
Gentlemen, for 17 months, Roman Reigns has dominated. He had special counsel and cousins to help him stay in control, to keep his cool, to concentrate on the business at hand. But now Paul Heyman is gone, and the Usos are barred from ringside.
Without those calming forces, cracks have started to show. Every comment Rollins has made about their past cuts deeper. Every mind game breaks Roman's spirit even further. This might be the toughest physical battle the Tribal Chief has faced, but it definitely is his toughest mental battle.
Piercingly decimates the face.
Roman Reigns focusing that anger, using it to get the advantage over Seth Rollins.
Seth losing any command of this match.
And you can see Seth is being run into the ground by Roman.
Seth freaking Rollins has made it extremely personal with Roman Reigns. Years ago when he destroyed the Shield, and again in the lead-up to this match.
If I'm Roman, I'm taking all that aggression and ending this quickly. Go full force and incapacitate Rollins ASAP, because the longer Reigns fights with all his rage, the more potential he has to make a tactical error.
Even before Seth put his gear on,
Samoin
he came
drop.
into this match with a clear advantage.
Näytti samalta.
Cole, 1 week ago on SmackDown, Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens defeated the Usos. As a result, Jimmy and Jay are barred from ringside.
It was an all-or-nothing move, as Rollins would have lost his title opportunity had that match gone the other way. It just proves that Seth freaking Rollins will take every freaking risk to win.
Turns it around.
Sitä se heavy-kombo oikein, tai mikä oli heavy-kombo-nappi? Mä en muista
Reigns
enää.
seems to be taking just a little bit more play than he usually does as he piles on the attacks. The disdain he has for Rollins is off the charts.
Eli X-ko nyt oli heavy-kombo-nappi ja 4 light-kombo-nappi.
And the
Taisi olla
man,
jo.
Paul Heyman, will be at ringside for a championship match tonight, just not this one.
And that's just sickening to me, Cole. Reigns had just cause for firing the wise man, and now Paul is right back with his old client. Heyman has zero loyalty to the Bloodline.
Okay, Corey, did you forget the fact that Roman attacked Heyman? Anyway, Reigns just needs to forget all of that tonight. Rollins is already playing next-level mind games in this match. Reigns cannot let Paul Heyman's actions affect him. What a headbutt!
Kyllä tuo X on heavy-kombo. 4 light-kombo. Äkkiä tuli tuosta, kun mä löin X. Aina Xään. Tuli selvä heavy-kombo. 4 on selvä light-kombo. Kahdella istuin. Roman Reigns vastaan Rollins.
Rollins and
Universal
closing the
Champion
book on the
match.
Shield will be his biggest victory yet.
Mennään Saares Robinson.
Big place in the corner here.
Clothesline in the corner. And an elbow for good measure. And Roman Reigns demanding acknowledgement from the WWE Universe.
Acknowledge me.
And an elbow. You want to wear your Shield gear? You want to play mind games with the head of the table, Seth? This is what you get. Be prepared for the wrath of the Tribal Chief.
Fading out. Hammering away with punches to the face.
The Tribal Chief has been dominant over the last 516 days since he captured the...
Now with the cover.
That's gotta be it.
Ykkösellä.
How did he do that?
Rollins got surprised there.
Superman punch from Reigns. Absolutely laid Rollins out. And now Reigns can finally overcome his former Shield brother.
Setting up for something here.
Kuuntele. Roman Reigns.
Up the rope he goes.
We all know what he's thinking here. Up high. Good Lord, taking flight. That's going to be on highlight reels for a long time. Incredible courage to even attempt that.
Seth Rollins says he knows Roman Reigns so well. Says he knows how to play on.
That's got to be it. Consider the championship retained.
Spear. Nyt pitää tehdä näitä cover-kolmia. Se pitää tehdä kehässä.
Oh, man, meeting the barricade.
Missä kohtaa se menee lasku?
He's going to make some moves here to suffer the
Seiska.
count.
Looks to climb the top rope.
From the top.
What a counter by Rollins.
Reigns able to sidestep. I hate to say this, but the Tribal Chief has become extremely fragile without the benefit from the Bloodline by his side.
Every little move Rollins makes seems to put Reigns on edge. This outfit, the Shield entrance music. If Rollins gave Roman a fist bump, it would make a Tribal Chief go nuclear.
Square shot with the back elbows ends that.
Chucked right out of the ring.
Launching.
Evades the attack.
Jumping knee drop. So precise.
Suddenly we've got front row seats to this thing.
I don't think we want to get any closer.
Ei mennä
And he tosses
portaisiin.
it back in now.
Aipas tunnaus.
And into the turnbuckle he goes. Oh, man, thrown with such force, the whole ring is rattling.
The Tribal Chief has acquired the target. This ends now.
Ori.
I have to admit, it's a pretty cold move for Rollins to just take the years of history the Shield has.
Rollins with a head of steam. Big
Has the champion. Is this it? And into the cover. Not even a 2 count. What unbelievable power.
That's impossible.
I can't believe what we just saw.
There's no way that was what Seth Rollins was expecting. He thought this match was his. Rollins lands hard ringside. Here we go.
Through the air and connects.
Soaring through the sky and crashing onto their opponent.
Oh.
The stop has been so effective for Rollins, but he might have an even more dangerous move this night with the pedigree.
Indeed, the pedigree made famous by a man who's been part of the story since the beginning. Triple H, the man who manipulated Rollins into turning on the Shield, became something of a father figure for Rollins.
Hei.
And judging by the cerebral approach Rollins has taken tonight, he indeed knows how to play the game.
table, and Seth freaking Rollins are at war right now.
Pitää tolleen tehdä, okei. Oi. Brazilian.
Kick out before the count.
Somehow still in this fight. Not down, not yet.
And he goes crashing to the outside. And he's leaving the ring for the moment. Fends it off. Good counter. Oh, he gets blasted into the steel steps. The elbow drop. The count continues.
Time to get back in there.
Spear.
Taking care of business here.
Tehdään pari cover-pommia siitä.
Getting carried to a position here.
Powerbound position. The right hands create separation and an escape. Gosh. Look at this crowd. It's insanity in here. And Reigns unleashed absolutely everything he had on Rollins there.
Look at this. This can't be good. Roman being the aggressor.
The power and rage of the tribal chief is just overwhelming Rollins here.
Roman Reigns about to put his opponent away. No getting up from this.
Did the champ just finish the job? Roman Reigns giving the people in attendance the chance to acknowledge him.
Strikes with another punch.
With authority.
Oh, kick right to the face. Oh, no.
He is donning the crimson mask.
What a callous attack.
Well-placed punch, ugly, but effective response. Champ's in trouble.
Champ with an immediate kick out there.
How this match is still going on defies all reason. Right in the breadbasket.
They're feeding off the WWE fans. Now pinning the arm down and stop right to the
Se
hand.
tulisi kättä vähän väännetään.
Got the leg. Just attacking the legs.
Potkitaan.
To stop at every single part.
Ja alkaa potkitaan. Älä kerro.
Seth Rollins' chances are whittling down.
And Reigns is holding nothing back against Rollins.
Reigns unleashes the Superman punch.
That's the count.
Reigns is setting up. Here it comes.
Pitää tulla pihalla tehdä.
Execution by the
Kehä
champion.
ulkopuolella.
The WWE Universe is on its feet.
And deservedly so. These
Tule tänne, tule
superstars are
tänne.
holding nothing back.
Mä ehdin tätä tehdä. Meneekö tää vituiksi? Se tulee pihalle. Se tulee pihalle.
Things to the outside.
Tuu tänne pihalle.
Gotta make sure to heed the official's count.
Tuu pihalle. Tuu pihalle. Vittu kun se ei tuu pihalle. Ei helkutti. Vittu kun se ei tullut tonne
The
pihalle.
Royal Rumble Premium Live event kicks off with a match between two former brothers. Roman Reigns and his record 516-day reign as Universal Champion.
Hit hard and straight into the pin.
He throws his shoulder up before two.
Tried to make sure.
Miten lähi pois sieltä vahingossa?
Gentlemen, for 17 months, Roman Reigns has dominated. He had special counsel and cousins to help him stay in control, to keep his cool, to concentrate on the business at hand. But now Paul Heyman is gone, and the Usos are barred from ringside.
Without those calming forces, cracks have started to show. Every comment Rollins has made about their past cuts deeper. Every mind game breaks Roman's spirit even further. This might be the toughest physical battle the Tribal Chief has faced, but it definitely is his toughest mental battle.
Seth freaking Rollins has made it extremely personal with Roman Reigns. Years ago when he destroyed the Shield, and again in the lead up to this match.
And if I'm Roman, I'm taking all that aggression and ending this quickly. Go full force and incapacitate Rollins ASAP, because the longer Reigns fights with all his rage, the more potential he has to make a tactical error.
And an answer for Reigns. Even before Seth put his gear on, he came into this match with a clear-cut advantage.
You're right, Cole. 1 week ago on SmackDown, Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens defeated the Usos. As a result, Jimmy and Jay are barred from ringside.
It was an all-or-nothing move, as Rollins would have lost his title opportunity had that match gone the other way. It just proves that Seth freaking Rollins will take every freaking risk to win.
Has him in the corner, thinking of the next move. Oh, look at this, raining right hands. No escape from these punches. You want to wear your Shield gear? You want to play mind games with the head of the table set? This is what you get. Be prepared for the wrath of the Tribal Chief. And a big right hand.
And the wise man, Paul Heyman, will be at ringside for a championship match tonight, just not this one.
And that's just sickening to me, Cole. Reigns had just cause for firing the wise man, and now Paul's right back with his old client. Heyman has zero loyalty to the Bloodline.
Okay, Corey, did you forget the fact that Roman attacked Heyman? Anyway, Reigns just needs to forget all of that tonight. Rollins is already playing next-level mind games in this match. Reigns cannot let Paul Heyman's actions affect him.
Seth Rollins up the turnbuckle.
Swing! Whoa, look out! Coming down on their opponent like a sack of bricks.
What a damaging blow.
Mennäänkö tästä toi Superman
watch
punch?
out. This could spill over here in an instant.
Sitä ei juoksu.
The stomp has been so effective for Rollins, but he might have an even more dangerous move this night with the pedigree.
Indeed, the pedigree made famous by a man who's been part of this story since the beginning. Triple H, the man who manipulated Rollins into turning on the Shield, became something of a father figure for Rollins.
And judging by the cerebral approach Rollins has taken tonight, he indeed knows how to play the game.
Holy, meet the barricade.
Tulepa tänne kehään siihen.
Goes under the ropes and into the ring.
The champ is in control.
Lift it up. What's next? Seth Rollins says he knows Roman Reigns so well. He says he knows how to play on the insecurities of the Universal Champion.
Rollins knew there was one thing that Roman Reigns could never, ever get over, that it was Seth Rollins who chose to end the Shield.
That blow to the back of Roman Reigns with a steel chair so many years ago broke up perhaps the greatest faction in WWE history. Who would have thought that moment would still loom so large and be the biggest key to victory for Seth freaking Rollins?
Come off their feet here.
Me nopeasti pääsetään samaan kohtaan.
Oh, look at this. Just crank of the head. That's gotta hurt.
Just cranking the head.
He's on the ropes and the ref calls out the count. Oh, he timed that counter well. Oh, my God, what a kick. Momentum has pivoted towards Roman.
And you can see Seth is being run into the ground by Roman. Rollins got out of the way. Perfect drop kick. I think we know what Rollins is thinking now. To the back of the net.
The challenger might have what it takes to win this.
No, they kicked out the challenger.
title.
Resilient
We're
kyllä käyty.
gonna see it. Rollins with the stomp. The challenger clearing a path to the title.
And a kick out. No one saw that coming.
We knew it was not going to be an easy task
Aye.
to put the champion away. Oh,
Hey.
we could be seeing a submission here. Michael, I think the Tribal Chief is on the verge of tapping out.
The Tribal Chief is vulnerable. The head of the table's in trouble.
Ei, mistä? Pasi
And he
pois.
very quickly counters.
Miten se torjuu jokaisen liikkeen?
I hate to say this, but the Tribal Chief has become extremely frazzled without the benefit of having the Bloodline by his side.
Every little move Rollins makes seems to put Reigns on edge. This outfit, the Shield's entrance music. I bet if Rollins gave Roman a fist bump, it would make a Tribal Chief go nuclear.
The head of the table and Seth freaking Rollins are at war right now.
Bombs being thrown between these Shield brothers, but only one will be left standing.
Supernatural power. Takes out the knee. Gets the reversal. What a counter.
Lift off. This is big time. The Tribal Chief has been dominant over the last 516 days since he captured the Universal Championship. Month after month, he's dominated every top contender on the SmackDown roster.
Roman Reigns has beaten big names over the last year and a half. But Braun Strowman, Rey Mysterio, the Demon Finn Balor, even John Cena. But Reigns has to be bothered by the fact that he has never been able to knock off Rollins in a premium water event match in his career. Never successfully defended a title against Rollins.
Indeed, two of the biggest PLE losses of Roman Reigns' career have been in the hands of Seth freaking Rollins. At Money in the Bank in 2016, Rollins defeated Reigns for the WWE title. And a year prior to that, Rollins committed the heist to the century and used the Money in the Bank to steal Roman's WWE Championship in the main event of WrestleMania.
Absolutely laid Rollins out. And now Reigns can finally
Pitää vaan mennä pihalle.
The champ might have just sealed things.
Nyt vaan pihalle. Kehästä.
Oh, and he gets discarded out of the ring. Heading out, but needs to be aware of the referee's count.
Having trouble making it to a
Nyt
vertical
on
base.
osuttava.
And it looks like it's only going to get worse.
Ja saiteen.
This might be it. The champ might keep it here.
I don't even think Roman's aware of where he is anymore. He has tunnel vision for Rollins. The only thing the Tribal Chief is seeing right now is red. And heaven have mercy on Reigns, old Shield brother now.
And he slides him back to the mat.
Pitää painaa X.
And here's Reigns now, misses wildly with a clothesline attempt. Spear! Spear by Reigns! Roman Reigns from out of nowhere with a spear!
That could end it for Rollins if Roman could just make the cover.
Roman trying to fight through the pain. Oh my, guys. Guys, look at what Rollins is doing.
After all these two have been through, Rollins wants that Shield fist bump.
Reigns shaking it off as Rollins continues to try to play mind games.
Yeah, but that may have triggered a litany of emotions within the Tribal Chief. Reigns unsure of what to do.
Roman Reigns determining what to do now. Will he slay his former brother? Reigns now. Look, gonna lock in the guillotine. Submission
Well, there's
move
your
locked
answer.
in. Submission move locked in.
Rollins in major peril right now. Rollins looking like he's starting to fade.
Seth trying desperately to make it to the bottom rope.
I'm not sure he can make it, Corey.
Trying to make it to the rope to force some sort of break. Seth trying to hang on. How can he do this here? Is Rollins going to tap here? What's Rollins going to do? Is he going to tap out?
Well, he makes it to the rope. Reigns has a 5 count to break the hold.
And Reigns breaks the hold here. Roman breaks the hold, and this match continues.
It just shows you how locked in Roman Reigns is to winning this match. Rollins just motionless now. Roman had that guillotine locked in far too long. Reigns in the corner, ready to strike. Spears. Perfect execution from the champ.
Ten mä teen tuon.
Reigns has identified the target.
Consider your title dreams dashed after that.
Ei vittu, se torjuu vielä.
Goodness. Seth Rollins' arrogance on full display with that gesture.
Heading to the outside now. Thrown out of ringside and back to the mat.
Pitää vaan tuon kulmaa laittaa, mulla on super finisher. No niin.
Sent right into the corner.
Miten se pystyy torjumaan? Torju. Ei helkutti. Pystyykö tästä nousee ylös?
Able to slip away.
Ei. Miten se torjuu?
And just in time, he gets out of it. Rollins dodges in the nick of time.
Everything he can do to create space here.
Miten se torjuu? Nyt se ei enää pysty torjumaan. Vähän kuntoa paremmaksi. Sitten vittu kunto. Eikö se ollut? En mä tiedä. Ihan sama. Se on Karl Marreksen superfinisher.
Here is your winner, and still the Universal Champion, Roman Reigns!
Roman Reigns has finally done it. Finally earned that title defense against Seth Rollins. Finally exercised the ghost of the Shield.
It looks like a huge weight has been lifted from the shoulders of the Tribal Chief. Roman may never forgive Rollins, but now he can forget him.
Eventually we notice they will come. Rollins will finally pay off all of his actions. Your greatness acknowledged. Tätä Royal Rumble Arena auki ja sitten Universal Championia. 2002 Roman Reigns ja Seth Rollins. No niin.
The Royal Rumble Premium.
Uudestaan aloittaa. Mikä täällä on seuraava? Okei. Se oli viimeinen ottelu tosta koko showcasesta. Bonus match unlocked. Wiseman To make it this war takes skill, commitment and heart. You earned the big wins in Showcase Classic match and incredible testament of who you are. But there is still history for you to create. Challenge to be net. Will you prove to be the one? Mä itse asiassa katkaisin tähän videoon ja tein vielä uuden videon.